What is going on today, guys? Welcome back for another Mash Brothers video. Today, I'm going to be checking out what cool bottles I can find out in San Diego, California. But before that, Luke and I are going to make a quick stop in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to see what we can find before I head out on this flight. Let's go.
You guys want some high quality stuff? Here's some Fireball Simple Batch Reserve. No thanks. Some more up in the front, some Middle West, some of that toasted, and that ported pumpernickel. High Country, more of that toasted. That's a toasted rye for 74. Some Jefferson's, Remus, the Widow Jane Lucky 13. Don't know a whole lot about those ones, so I'm probably missing out some cool stuff, but yep, that's what the comments are for, to let me know what I missed out on. I'm seeing the Wiggle Reserve. It's new. I have this one here at home. It's okay. Not my favorite, but not too bad. Do enjoy the Rebel Foolproof. See, this one's their store pick. 120 proof. Haven't seen these ones before, the Resurgent. If you guys know anything about that, let me know if it's any good down in the comments. Some Ezra. Or just kind of typical stuff down here. Anything you see you like?
Nothing.
Nothing? Not a whole lot here.
Nothing you can't find in Ohio.
Yeah, for the most part. It's kind of just your typical. Got some Traveler on the shelf for 40. I saw it for $20 recently. At 20 bucks, I'd get it, but not the 40. Some of Luke's favorite here, this Liberty Pole. We've had some of the peated. This one here, not a fan. Not a fan of the peated bourbon.
I would say the most surprising thing here is probably the Penelope Toasted they have over there.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of these here before. This whole like shelf right here is kind of new to me.
Those are the Blvd is Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Local.
Anything good? Like, have you had it before?
I have not had it.
I saw that, and then it looks like they have the Wiggle Reserve now. I've never seen the Wiggle Reserve.
Different. Those are new. Not for 70 bucks though.
Yeah.
Especially the proof's too high for me.
Cask strength 124, 123. Not too bad. Made from scratch, rye whiskey, and then a bourbon whiskey. And then this Madeira cask. I've got one of these at home now, the New Riff Single Barrel Proof. Totally recommend that one. It's a great bottle. Penelope Architect. Not a big fan of the build that I have, but I love the toasted. That's just a regular barrel proof toasted, 100 proof. Heavy toast.
Also, I've always wanted to try this one too.
Yellowstone.
Toasted. It's on sale right now. But
I've seen this Kinsey before either. Is that also Pennsylvania?
that is, yeah.
That's Philadelphia. Okay, that's new for us too. And you're having your Breckenridge Dead Guy whiskey. I haven't seen that. It's a malt whiskey. And there's some at Dad's Hat.
Rare breed barrel proof.
And this is a new label. Not bad, 50 bucks, kind of your normal kind of price for that one. But yeah, a couple new bottles we haven't seen before. Some more down here, Altered State. It's another cool looking bottle. I've never seen this one before. So yeah, if you anything we should have grabbed, just let me know. Some 1792 down there too for $32. So we're kind of on a time crunch, didn't get to go as much into Pittsburgh as we'd like, but that was a quick little trip. Next, we're heading over to San Diego and see what we can find over here in California. We're over here for a friend's wedding and we're able to see some stores, but not a whole lot. So come with us as we explore sunny San Diego, see what they have to offer on this side of the country. Now, I'm a part of a couple Facebook groups, and I'm constantly seeing some cool bottles while people are out here bourbon hunting in California. However, this Costco was not the move. Had a couple cool bottles. I thought this bottle was pretty neat. I couldn't tell you anything about it or even what it says, but hey, I thought it was cool looking. You see some Jefferson Ocean as well as some Willets. Again, not stuff I'm really looking for. Easy to find back in Ohio. $30 for Traveler wasn't the worst deal that I've ever seen, but again, like I said earlier in the video, 20 bucks wasn't that bad, and I would pick one up for that much. Now, Irish whiskey and Scotch, they had some heavy hitters there. Couldn't tell you anything about these bottles, but I can tell the price tag, it must be highly sought after. But that's all we really saw at Costco. So next we stopped over at Ralph's over at Pacific Beach. Now, this store did have a little bit more. The prices kind of varied for the items that we did see. Did see some Japanese whiskey. I'm getting kind of into like the kind of Japanese culture, so I'd like to dip into some of that Japanese whiskey. So if you guys have some recommendations of what I should try first, I would gladly take those recommendations. So I'm kind of kicking myself for not picking up that Calumet 8 sitting over there in the corner. $24.81 is the cheapest I've ever seen that bottle. Plus, I think the old bottle is kind of cool, so kind of regretting not picking that up. Did see a McKenna there for $72 on sale. Still cheaper in Ohio, so I think I'll pass on that one. That Toasted Barrel, now that was a good price, $57 for that. Here's our second bottle of Traveler for the day, $50, even more expensive than the last store, so that's definitely going to be a pass on the list today. Would be a cool bottle to add to the collection, just not today. As we go down further, we see the Emerald Giant and the Lost Monarch from Redwood Empire, two of my favorite bottles. I definitely recommend those if anybody has not picked those up already. As we go down through here, we see even more of just kind of your typical, where you can kind of find it anywhere kind of bottles, but it was kind of cool to see some of it marked down. They did have a Knob Creek 12 for $71, $72, whatever you want to call it, but and then they had a pretty good, decent Scotch collection as well on our way out of there. Again, I don't know much about Scotch, so tell me if I missed anything good while I'm looking here. Now, our last stop of the day in Little Italy was this Little Italy market. It was a super cool store, super quaint. It was very cool with the open doors and just very welcoming. However, when you get inside, the prices definitely were museum prices for a lot of these bottles. Still, nonetheless, very cool to actually see some actual hard to find bottles up on the shelf again. We see Caribou Crossing, Blanton's, all the Weller line. We got, what else is up there? I mean, literally anything you wanted in the store, it was pretty much there. So this was kind of just their normal kind of shelf behind the counter. Again, we see Caribou Crossing, the Taylor single barrels, the Taylor small batch 12-year, 107 special reserve. Very cool bottles. Got a couple barrel bottles up there, some Magnus cigar blend. Some bottles I've been wanting to add to the selection as well. Here's our second Knob Creek 12-year sighting for the day, except $80 for this bottle, $230 for the 18-year. Again, prices were just a little too steep, just to justify bringing some of these bottles all the way back to Ohio with me. It seemed just a little too risky just putting it in my suitcase. We did have a Shanks sitting up there as well, an Eagle Rare for $100. I don't know about you, Eagle Rare is one of my favorite bottles, under 100 proof, but I cannot justify $100 for one of those bottles. In the allocated display, they had the Weller Foolproof, Old Fitz 10, Elmer Tea Leaf, Charter Oak, some of the Michter Toasted Barrel limited release bottles. A lot of cool bottles in this section. Again, more of those same prices, but as we go up, they also had the Lot B of the Van Winkle, some Handy, George T. Stagg, the Taylor Barrel Proof. $500 for Barrel Proof isn't the worst I've seen out in the wild, but it's still pretty up there. Can't see the price on the Willow Purple Top. I don't remember exactly. I want to say it was around $600 for that bottle as well. Moving further down, they did have some Woodford, the Pack 7 of the Blood Oath, some more Stag, and as well they had the Gold Blantons as well as straight from the barrel. So pretty cool to see some of these harder to find allocated bottles just out in the wild. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that quick little video of our bourbon hunting experience in San Diego, and right before that, back in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So thank you guys for checking out the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button. And if you guys are going to be at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival this weekend, myself and my wife will both be there. So make sure you guys stop by and say hi. We're gonna be all over the festival grounds, so make sure you stop and say hello, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.